Good morning. First, with the big news which is coming in from Jammu and Kashmir, there has been a blast at a police station in Nowgam. That's the big story that we are tracking. At least 9 people were killed. Several others have been injured in an accidental blast inside Srinagar's Nowgam police station. The explosion occurred while police officers and a forensic science laboratory team were conducting an inspection of recovered material. Now, according to reports, the officials were extracting samples from a massive cache of explosives when the blast took place. This powerful explosion completely destroyed the police station building and several vehicles which were also parked inside. Nearby houses have also suffered a significant damage, and the sound of the blast was in fact heard several kilometers away. CCTV footage has captured the exact moment of the explosion. Security has been tightened and probe is going on. These are some ground reports.
Has taken place at the Nowgam police station while handling of explosive. We are given to understand the same explosive that has been recovered during the investigation. Now I'll pan out and show you that how the situation looks like right now. We'll zoom out and my VJ will show you how the situation looks like outside. This is the police station, Nowgam, which is completely in rubble. Ambulances, bodies and injured being taken out right now. It's an exclusive visuals and walkthrough that we are bringing to your report from the ground zero at the midnight, showing you what really has happened. The Nowgam police station was primarily investigating the entire case, and seems like the explosive had reached there. And then because of that explosion has taken. You'll see ambulances also around this particular place. The police station has been completely shattered and damaged. The houses nearby have also been shattered. The explosion was so loud that the entire vicinity has heard, and even most of the Srinagar had heard the blast sound. And injured are still being taken out. Bodies are also there. And this is one of those explosions which had rocked the entire city. Right, it was a midnight. We are sitting. Even I heard it at my home. There's a massive explosion that has taken place. Several casualties and injuries being feared. One has to wait and see what are the deeper details that police is able to give us. But this is the scene right now at the ground zero. An explosion has been reported from Nowgam police station a while back, and now the entire area has been cordoned by the police. It seems like there was an explosion of the material which was recovered few days back and which caused a massive explosion. You will still notice here that the team of officials, police, fire and emergency service are rushing to the scene to assess the situation and to check that what really happened. But it seems like that the material which was recovered during all the investigation has exploded inside the police station. The blast was so massive that far away there were windows, glasses which had shattered, and nearby houses felt like there was an earthquake. The blast was so huge that even in the Srinagar main city, the sound of the blast was heard. Several injured policemen have been shifted to the hospital. You will still see police, CRPF and every paramilitary force team being rushed into the location to look for what really has transpired. But yes, this has happened at Nowgam police station, which was investigating the entire matter and the case, and the investigation was being done by them.
न्यूज़ 18 इंडिया की टीम इस वक्त नौगाम पुलिस स्टेशन के बाहर है, जहां पर कल जोरदार धमाका हुआ और उसमें कई पुलिस वाले और एफएसएल की टीम के लोग घायल हुए हैं। यहां पे आप देख सकते हैं कि यहां पे बहुत ज्यादा इर्द गिर्द अफरा तफरी है, क्योंकि यहां अब पुलिस के लोग आ रहे हैं। डीजीपी यहाँ पे अभी आप देख सकते हैं, ये डीजीपी नलिन प्रभात है और ये अभी यहाँ से अभी वापस जा रहे हैं पुलिस स्टेशन से, चूंकि इन्वेस्टिगेशन की जा रही है। और आप देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ पे पुलिस के जो आला अधिकारी हैं वो यहाँ पे पहुंचे हुए थे। मामले की इन्वेस्टिगेशन की जा रही है कि किन हालात में ये धमाका हुआ। आपको मैं बता दूं, नौगाम पुलिस स्टेशन की तरफ से ही ये जो व्हाइट कॉलर मॉड्यूल कहा जा रहा है, इसको व्हाइट कॉलर टेरर मॉड्यूल, उसको क्रैक किया गया उस वक्त जब यहाँ पर पोस्टर पाए गए, जैश के पोस्टर यहाँ पे पाए गए, और उसके बाद ही इस मामले की इन्वेस्टिगेशन की गई। मौलवी इरफान को यहाँ ही नौगाम पुलिस स्टेशन की तरफ से पकड़ा गया और उसके बाद जो है डॉक्टर आदिल, डॉक्टर उमर के बारे में पता चला, डॉक्टर मुजम्मिल को पकड़ा गया। तो यही वो एरिया है, यही वो पुलिस स्टेशन है जहाँ पे सबसे ज्यादा काम इस मॉड्यूल के बारे में किया गया। क्या यहाँ पर कोई ऐसा सबूत तबाह तो नहीं हुआ जो इस केस को क्रैक करने में, फर्दर क्रैक करने में बाधा उससे पड़े, ऐसा अभी इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं है। लेकिन यहाँ पे काफ़ी अफरा तफरी का माहौल है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर अभी जो पुलिस स्टेशन है उसमें उसको काफ़ी नुकसान पहुँचा है। कई गाड़ियाँ जो हैं वो तबाह हो चुकी हैं, और आप देख सकते हैं कि किस तरीके से यहाँ पर इर्द गिर्द पुलिस की मूवमेंट है। और आला अधिकारी, खासतौर से जो नलिन प्रभात हैं, जो डीजीपी हैं जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस के, वो अभी अभी यहाँ पे पहुंचे। और अभी यहाँ इर्द गिर्द यहाँ पे हम यही देख पा रहे हैं कि पुलिसकर्मी बहुत ज़्यादा तादाद में यहाँ पर हैं। आईजी भी पहुंच चुके हैं, ये जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस के आईजी हैं वी के बिरदी, हम देख पा रहे हैं वो भी यहाँ पे हैं। और लगातार पुलिस के ऑफिसर्स जो हैं वो यहाँ पे पहुंच रहे हैं।
Okay, in fact, Ishan Wani is now joining us live. Ishan, any quick update? Because I did see your ground reports. Any more updates that we're getting from the police? I'm sure there's a probe going on. Have you picked up any more nugget of information from your source?
Yes, Pallavi, the police is trying to look for any leads and clues to really what had transpired, because everyone was inside the police station. There was a special investigation team which was brought in to investigate the sort of material that was recovered from Faridabad. And to precisely link it with the case, the seizure was being done, and the Tahsildar, the district officers were present there, because there's a need of a magistrate before you see any evidence or any clue regarding the case. That's when a sudden explosion took place. It shook the entire neighborhood. There are window glass panes which have shattered. The entire neighborhood has been in a shock, because it's in a closed neighborhood in Nowgam area of Srinagar where the explosion has taken place. Same police was investigating the entire matter. But one has to wait and see to really what caused this blast, because in Delhi even. It's important to highlight that the police investigators are so far, not able to see that what triggered the blast. And in here, you had something which had been transported from Delhi to Srinagar, suddenly going off without any trigger. That is something for investigating agencies, and particularly the forensic science teams, to establish that how is it really triggering? What is the cause of the blast? Because if it was inside the police station, that means it was not going to harm anyone. But how did it harm? What were the conditions? What were the circumstances under which the blast has taken place? That's for the investigators to take place. But there's a quick update that the DGP of J&K Police will address a press conference today at 10 o'clock to basically tell us about the facts of the case, what is really happening, and why did the blast really take place inside the police station.
Okay, so the big update, Ishan, is that 10 o'clock is going to be the police press conference, and I think there's going to be some more clarity. Obviously, Ishan, after the kind of investigation gatherings team right over here in the national capital, but also in Kashmir, there is going to be an attempt at a pushback from the terrorists and their handlers as well. Is that also an angle of the probe? Is that a possibility which is also being looked at by the investigative agencies into this blast?
Yes, every angle is being looked at, but police has ruled out any sabotage or any attack taking place on the Nowgam police station. But a sensitive material was inside the police station, where an enclosed neighborhood was there, which resulted in now, unfortunately, so many policemen losing their lives. They were told there was an inspector rank officer who was inside the premises of this particular police station when the blast went off. And similarly, there were other teams who were basically looking at the explosive and trying to check what it really is. FSL team members have also been killed in this deadly blast that has taken place. Pallavi, it was so huge. It was in the dead of night around 12 or 11:30 when the massive blast was heard, even kilometers away from Srinagar. 40 kilometers is something which we are being told the blast was heard. So it can tell you the amount of explosive that was inside. And the scenes would resemble to that of what happened in Delhi, particularly the fire. The vehicles caught fire. The police station was on fire. The fire and emergency service had to be roped in to ensure that the fire is contained and things are brought under control. So this can tell you that there is a need for further depth investigation to what the material is. How is it really getting triggered? Because if there's an RDX, we are told that RDX does not explode without any external trigger or without any external explosive device. So RDX is being ruled out. So if it's ammonium nitrate that has been recovered, what are the scientific things that are to be looked at? That how is this really being triggered? How is the explosion being carried out? And how did it really explode? It's an accident, definitely, but how did it happen? We'll have to wait and see that how police reacts and investigates the story. And 10 p.m. is something when we have a more clearer picture to what really transpired last night.
All right, Ishan. Many, many thanks for that detailed update. 10 a.m. is what we are looking at when the police is going to do a press conference, and then we're going to get a much, much more clarity on what really happened at the Nowgam police station.